Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video you're going to be learning how to do a purple smoky eye, and I just got more inspired from my bodysuit since it has like a little bit of purple on it, so I really wanted to just kind of go with it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below and please give this video a like. And yeah, so if you want to learn how to do this makeup look, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so let's get started with this makeup look. I'm going to start off with my primer. This is the Beauty Creations primer. And I'm going to put a little bit on my face. Starting with the primer. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible. This is my favorite foundation. I'm going to go in with a brush this time. Okay, and okay, so now we're going to go in with the concealer to correct under the eyes. And the one that I like the most is the e.l.f. in the color medium beige. And this one I really like to use for correcting. So I'm putting this in the areas that we want to correct, make lighter. So these are the areas I like to put it on just so that it eliminates the dark spots. Okay, so I'm just making sure it's nicely blended. And I'm going to contour a little bit because I want to add a little bit of extraness to the face. So now I'm going to highlight. I'm going to be using the same e.l.f. concealer, but this one I'm doing in a different color. This is called Medium Sand. It has a little bit more of a yellow undertone to it. And I'm going to put this all in my highlighting areas. It's brightening. And I'm just going to blend it out with my damp beauty blender. Make sure it's nice and damp. You see how it just looks so much brighter underneath this area? Now we're going to go into the contour, which is using a darker color. And this is what's going to minimize and contour the areas of your face. So I'm going to do this in the cheek area because we want to chisel out the cheek a little bit. So I start portion by portion. And the only reason why I mainly do that is so that it doesn't dry out on me. Because if I do my whole face with the areas that I want to contour, sometimes the concealer or the product that you're using to contour dries out a little too quick. Using a brush to just blend it out nicely. So if you see there. Now we're going to do the forehead area. I like to do that a little bit just so that it kind of blends all in nicely. Once I blend that in nicely, sometimes if I go a little too low, like you see how it kind of looks a little low right there, I just kind of take my damp beauty blender again and I just kind of go over it right here, just so that it's not too low. And last but not least, I like to do my nose area. You can use a smaller brush as well. I kind of like to use a big one just to get it over with, just to blend it faster. Okay, and then if it just seems like a little too much, just go back in, kind of blend right over it. Okay, so now that I did all the cream part, now I'm going to go in with my setting powder. I'm going to go in with the Morphe in the color Banana. And I'm going to take my same beauty blender. What I want to do is set underneath my eyes. I'm a very oily person, so I like to set it to where it doesn't crease throughout the day. So I'm just going to push it in and just blow it off, just so that it's not so heavily caked on. And I start right in my under eye first, and I just want to let it set a little bit. Because we want it to stay longer. Okay, and then under my contour area, I'm going to just chisel it out a little bit. And what this is going to do is just kind of also form your face a little bit more. By dragging in the contour powder all the way. Okay? And next, to take it off, I'm going to use a brush. Just like this, kind of like a fluffy, not too fluffy kind of brush. And I use this to kind of just push out the powder, and then from underneath the face as well. And I do this so that you set it nicely, but it doesn't look cakey. Okay. After you set your powder, now we're gonna go in with the bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Hoola bronzer. And I'm going to take the same brush, just so that we don't have to use so many brushes. And I'm just gonna swirl it in, give it a good tap. You don't want too much. I'm going right over my contour. And just a little bit on the sides. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with the blush. I'm gonna pick up this blush called Sir. It's from MAC. So it's like a nice neutral pink. I'm gonna take the same brush that I used for the bronzer. I'm just gonna swirl it in nice and good. Tap it, smile. So you apply it on the apples of the cheek and then you drag it. Just so that you have your contour, your blush, and then right here, you know it's gonna go your highlight. And the highlight I'm going to be using today is the Kylie Cosmetics, highlight. It's a nice, pretty gold one. So for this part, I like to take a smaller brush just so that it's nice and small so that it directly goes to the area that you want to place it. And I'm going to apply right here. Ooh, look at that glow. And we're going to do the other side as well. And a little bit on the Cupid's bow. I don't like to really put it down the center of my nose just because I'm oily, so I kind of like to stay away from having too much of a highlight. So now I'm going to work on my eyebrows. That way we can do the eyes last. I'm going to go in with my eyebrow powder. I'm going to use taupe. I'm going to take an angled brush and I'm just going to focus this right on the shape of my brows. Okay, so after I do my brows, I'm not going to lighten them this time because my roots are starting to grow in, so it kind of doesn't look that bad if I have like my darker roots and then with the blonde, so I'm just going to like keep it darker. And now I'm going to go into the eye products. So I'm going to be using the nude Huda Beauty palette. It's going to do a pretty purple look. I'm going to use the e.l.f. concealer with a small tiny brush, just like that. I'm going to use this to kind of carve out my brows a little bit on the bottom part. So now I'm going to go in with this color right here. This one's in the color Bake. I'm going to take that color first, and I'm going to set my whole eye area. Make sure it's all set nicely. All right, so once we have this done, now we're gonna go in with a blending brush, and we're gonna use, so a blending brush like this. This is a blending brush. I'm gonna pick up this really nice light color called Lace. I'm gonna pick up this one right here, Lace. It's right underneath it, my blending brush. And I'm going to do the whole crease with this color. Then I'm gonna go in with a, let's go in with, I think I'm gonna pick up another purple from another palette. Yeah, this one. I'm going to use this purple right here, and I'm gonna be using this in my inner crease with this brush. So it's a same blending brush, but it's a little bit more tapered. It's a little thinner. So I'm going to use this one right here, this one right here. And I'm going to focus this right on my inner crease. So I'm not going to go too high up. Only focusing it on the crease. Okay, make sure the other side looks nice and even. Okay, and then now I'm going to take a light purple. This other one, these ones that I'm picking up are from MAC. This one is called Nylon. It's a nice pretty shimmer color right on the lid. So it's going to brighten up the eye a bit. I had just a little bit of fallout, so when that happens, you just kind of brush it off. Just a tiny bit. So now that I did the lid, this lighter color, now I want to smoke it out a bit and do like a darker purple. This color, I believe, it's a dark purple from MAC as well. And I'm gonna take, again, a smaller tapered brush. And I'm only gonna focus this on the outer corner of my eye. So it's gonna give you like a smoky eye. So this goes on the outer corner of your eye, and then you want to blend it nicely to move up. So you're just going to slightly tilt your brush down so the tips of the brush are touching the crease area. That way you don't have like a huge dark line and it's blending all seamlessly. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit of this pinky glitter right here to go on the lid. I'm gonna take my finger and rub it in. You see how much that came on? I'm going to lightly tap it on the lid area where I applied the lighter color. So this is gonna make any kind of glitter pop. It's gonna like really add more shimmer to it. And the best way to apply it is just to do it with your finger. Use my pants. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the eyeliner. I found it. Let's get the Morphe eyeliner. And we're gonna do a nice wing, because that is my favorite, is to use a wing liner. So now we're going to apply some lashes. There are these ones right here. So yes, I have used them already. I need to get some new lashes, but it's hard right now because, you know, everything is closed. Now I'm going to apply it on the lash line. Now that I applied the lashes, now we're going to get our mascara and put a good coat on. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the bottom part of my eye. And I do this part last just because I already have concealer, powder, it's already set. So now I can go in with my darker color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the purple that I used for my crease. And this I'm gonna put under my eyes, the bottom part. Trying to do it so you guys can see. Just like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my darker color that I used for my outer, this one right here. I know what color it is, I just can't think of it on top of my head. I'm gonna take a flat brush, just like this. It's called, oh, Sketch. Duh, how do I not remember Sketch? And I work at MAC, come on. I'm gonna put this just right along the lash line. Just so that it gives it like a nice smoky effect on my eyes so you guys can see. Okay, and now I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on the bottom. Just like that. And last but not least, we're gonna put some lipstick on. And I'm trying to think what color to do. So I'm gonna go in with the Milani. And what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of a nude. I have this color called Crush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm gonna apply this. This is actually a darker color. Let me see how this looks. Mix it a little bit. Okay. And last but not least, we're going to set the makeup with my Morphe setting spray. This one's more of a luminous setting spray, so because I have a really matted down foundation, I'm just going to use this to kind of just give it a little bit of a glow. Okay. All right, and that's it. So thanks for watching, you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon with another video.